I did not know about this T app. Holy shit. I hope I'm not in it. Jesus Christ. Yo, if I'm in it, that might explain my life a little bit. All right, let's watch this.
The app just got hacked after a massive influx of users, and what started as a platform for women to support each other and stay safe from toxic men has spiraled into a full-on legal mess, you guys. There's so much being said right now about the app, the data breach that just took place, and especially about the men being exposed. So let's dive into this insanity, because women are now fearing for their lives because of this data breach. So if you've been paying attention to your social feeds as of late, you may have heard the recent chatter about T, an app that functions like Yelp, but instead of rating and reviewing restaurants and stores, women pass judgment on men they know. The deep, dark secrets of men behind the mask they put on. Here's how it works in a nutshell. The app is strictly for women, and it works kind of like those "Are We Dating the Same Guy" Facebook groups. Women have to submit a photo of themselves when they sign up, and then they can use anonymous usernames to rate and review men they've dealt with, whether it was dating, talking, or any.
This is so hypocritical on these women. Like, just because that's an invasion of privacy, bro. Like,
anything more than that. Once inside the app, users can browse photos of local men or men from other states, complete with names and community-sourced green or red flags.
nah.
While the app claims its mission is to protect women online, it's also stirred controversy, especially from men who say they're worried about being misrepresented or even doxxed. And at first, when this app was going viral around 2 weeks ago, a lot of people were like, why are men even getting pressed about this app? Surely if you've got nothing to hide and
Honestly, these women, I will not clump normal women with these fucking cycles. This is not what normal women. This is normal women. Normal women don't think like that. They understand the hypocrisy. They're like, bitch, you guys are doxing guys. You can't do that. And they're like, oh, because most likely they're feminists. I'm gonna be honest with you. Most likely they're feminists. They hate men, and this is how they get revenge.
your past is clean, what's there to be defensive about? I mean, the app's literally designed to protect women from toxic men who keep causing damage and face no repercussions for their actions.
Jesus
but
Christ.
Then things escalated, you guys. Some
Bet it
men
will.
started coming forward saying the posts about them were straight up false, and it got so bad that
Yeah. You know, the thing that pisses me off is the assumption that everyone is honest. It's the assumption that some people, some women are not vindictive. Let me tell you something, man. Compared to men, women are more vindictive. Like, a woman has a longer memory, and will get revenge years into the future. Like, guys are violent, but guys act out in the moment. Like, this shit, I know there's a bunch of psychotic ass women who put guys in there because the guy, I don't know, some shit, but it's bullshit, man.
men started even threatening legal action, calling it defamation, saying the claims being made about them on the app were not to be taken lightly. Now, I can't confirm whether everything said about certain men on the app is true or not, but what I can say is that a lot of women have come forward, some literally in tears, after finding out the man they've been dating or even married to for years has been listed on T, with other women sharing their own experiences with them. And let's be real, this isn't light stuff. We're talking about women realizing their time, their youth, and
People who cry on camera, I don't trust you. You literally put the camera on, you're like, all right, I haven't cried in days. I got the good tears. Like, they're just professional victims. And thank God.
their trust were invested in someone who wasn't at all who he claimed to be. Some of these women even have kids with these men. So the emotional toll, you guys, I can't even imagine. And some are saying the app gave them the receipts they needed, like the kind of proof that confirmed everything they suspected to leave their man. Now, it has been a couple of weeks, and I'm sure you've seen it all over the news now. T has been hacked, and a major data breach just went down. Apparently, users on 4chan and Reddit reportedly pulled off the breach and leaked leaked sensitive information, including the verification photos women submitted when signing up.
Oh shit.
Sensitive information,
What?
including the
Time
verification.
out.
Reddit reportedly pulled off the breach and leaked sensitive information, including the verification photos women submitted when signing up. So yeah, that means actual selfies and even driver's licenses, you guys. It's being reported that around 72,000 images were accessed without permission, including about 13,000 ID and verification selfies, plus 59,000 images from posts, DMs, and comments that were publicly viewable within the app. And before we get into how the company T is responding to this, here's why people are seriously panicking. It's not just about the photos, you guys. It's about personal privacy. Think phone numbers, home addresses, and other deeply private information potentially being exposed. It's basically being said the app had zero security measures in place at one point, and now it's come back to.
I mean, what do you expect when you create an app to expose men, but a lot of women, you misuse it? You expect men not to do nothing about it? Guys are hackers. It's like, yeah, of course guys are gonna do that shit. Especially the incels. Yeah, 100%.
Bite users in the butt. And a lot of people feel like the developers should be held liable.
The T-App data breach is a lot worse than we originally thought. So every single user of the T-App had their personal data leaked today. The leakers who got the data now have all the info of every single person on the T-App, like where they live, everything. And originally it was thought that they got this info from the IDs of the people, because the T-App at one point did require you to have an ID, but it got rid of that a little while ago. So then how did the leakers get all of the info based on just selfies of people that posted an ID, but it got rid of that a little while ago. So then how did the leakers get all of the info based on just selfies of people that posted to the app, you might be saying? Well, it turns out the leakers just used the metadata from those selfies to get all this information. Now, this metadata includes things like the exact location where that picture was taken. It's kind of like when you go to your camera roll and you search for a place on there, and it starts coming up with a lot of pictures from that place that are in your camera roll. That's the metadata doing that for you. Now, normally when photos are stored for verification, they'll run through a program that sort of removes the metadata for them. But of course, the T-App had absolutely nothing like that. They just left the metadata on every single photo. Now, if this teaches you anything, it should be that if you upload any photo to anywhere online from this point forward, you should run that photo through a program that removes the metadata so you won't have to worry about problems like this.
And secondly, women are scared for their safety now, because now they don't know what people are going to do with their information.
So you put out information about other, you see, this is the hypocrisy that I don't give a fuck about this, to be honest with you, because these are just angry women who make bad choices with men, and that they have no awareness of how hypocritical they're looking. And it's not all women. I mean, just keep it real. I don't think all women are this crazy. This is just a minority of women who hate men and who don't even have a rational bone in their bodies.
With their photos, or who could be coming after them based on their selfies or what they posted about other men
after you,
on
girl.
the app. All over Reddit, people have been expressing their concerns. This is very scary, only because what about DV victims who are trying to look out for other women? Shake my head. Yep, and of course, every man freaking out about it, including some in my inbox, are all, women will just go on there and lie about abuse.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the same men on 4chan crying about lying women immediately jump to grape threats. This person attached a photo on what seems to be the 4chan forum. Absolutely disgusting. Seems like a man wrote this. They said, I hope all the women using it get doxxed and relentlessly stalked.
Yeah, let's pick them up. Look, this is why these gender wars are so stupid, to be honest with you. All of those TikTok videos of women crying are fake and made only for views. Exactly. What a horrible app. I work in nightclubs. All the girls downloaded this app. I told them from the get that this was a terrible idea. Then this. 100 women versus accountability. I hope the app gets sued multiple times for defamation and is forced to shut down. This is one of God's joke, like gambling. There's only two winners, the house and the non-participants. Karma. It didn't get hacked. The data was stored on public cloud base. Damn. Holy shit, that's stupid. If your past is clean, what's to worry about? Ask Breonna Taylor and all the innocent people who have been murdered by police about, oh, stop it. Jesus Christ. All the innocent people murdered by police. There's not that many people. Jesus Christ. Honestly, this is a great idea. An app like this to keep away. Well, if you look as a guy, if you want to find the crazy ones, just go to Seeking Arrangements. If your girl is on that site, well, she's right. Seriously, you'd be surprised how many people that you know will be on that app.
harassed to hell for the rest of their lives. They would 100% deserve it. This was a ticking time bomb. The developers of the app are 99% responsible for it. All of the information was stored in a public Firebase bucket, unencrypted. That means anyone with the link could view everything. What a garbage app in terms of data protection, that being none.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you wanted protection for yourself, but wanted to expose other men. Get the fuck out of here, man. I think DJ Academics talked about this. Where is he? DJ Academics. Where's the video at? It's right here. Yeah, it's wild shit, man. Nah, it's not there. Can't find it. But yeah, man, like, they're crazy, man. They're insane. The amount of hypocrisy that people have. Let's see what he has to say.
All right, so check it out. The T app, which is supposed to be for women's safety and online dating, has been quote unquote hacked, with thousands of women's data floating all over the internet as we speak. The way the app works is women anonymously post about men. They say he's a liar, a cheater, whatever. They post his picture, maybe his name, a lot about him, and other women can post under that to share their experiences. Although they were allowed to post anonymously, in order to use the website at all, they had to go through ID verification. So they had to upload their selfie and their driver's license picture. As you can see, that is what got released. Of course it's blurred because I ain't trying to dox nobody, unlike some people. Now, the reason why I say quote unquote hack is because this was not really a hack. All this information was available publicly on their public Firebase storage bucket. So to explain it better, it's like, if you have any kind of cyber experience, it's the equivalent of going to xyzwebsite.com/bucket and downloading everything in there. Now, T-App says all this data is like 2 years old and it does not affect those who just came on recently during the viral rush. However, the data was so poorly managed that it still had metadata on the actual pictures. And if you don't know what that is, this is an example. You see it has time, date, place, location, all of that was actually on the pictures. It was so bad that they were able to make a map with locations, names, and pictures of people whose data was leaked. Now, I feel bad for the girls who were on there just trying to be nosy and had no nefarious intent when they signed up to the actual app. But I'm glad that this happened because it's better to happen right now with a very small data breach rather than later with a very big one. Also, it's a lesson. Are you going to do ID verification with your actual face and your driver's license to these random apps on the internet? You're giving up way too much data, and all that data is very, very valuable, and it can be used against you.
Yeah, it's wild shit, man. It's wild shit. I did not know that app existed. I mean, look, guys, people in general, especially guys, you know, don't be an asshole to women because they get revenge. Notice they go after your reputation. Women go after your reputation. That's their strategy. And this is how they do it. That's their playbook. They go after your reputation. You know? Anyways, man. I'm a little quiet because I'm just speechless by it, man. Like, because it's under the name of protecting women, and here they are. You know, anyways, man, check out our Patreon if you guys want to check it out. We have content that we don't post here. It's for $5 a month. You guys get access to that other library of content. Today, there's going to be a video about when you push them away, that's when they start chasing. So if you want to check that out, join for $5 a month. I'll see you guys inside.